Ready to play? In this video, I will show you how to best select your picks to win the battles. What's up guys, Knirky here from Piggericks. Thank you for tuning in. And today we're going to talk about how to select picks well to win battles. Now the very first thing I want to do, I want to show you how to actually see your picks. So the picks live in your piggery. There's actually two ways to get there. You can either click on the piggery here in your menu, or you can just click on the play button, which will also get you to your piggery. Now in your piggery, your picks are stored by level, and every pick has a bunch of attributes. And so now let's talk a little bit about what these attributes mean. First, there's attributes that are all about what happens when you play a game, and then there's attributes that are about what happens afterwards. Now when you toss your picks and they fall on their nose, their belly, their feet, or their back, the appearance determines the likelihood how they're going to fall. So all the appearance attributes basically determine the size of the belly, the feet, and the nose, and that sort of stuff. Each attribute is represented by a bar. On the how to play side, you can see what is the min and max value that the picks can have. And the single bars of every attribute shows how this particular pick performs relative to the other picks or relative to the possible outcomes that the picks can have. All right, so how do I pick two picks that work well together? Well, first of all, you don't have to pick just one. You can select several of the picks. You should always bring a bonus pick into your match, but you can only bring one. Now, when it comes to selecting two picks that work well together, I would very much look at the belly. So here, for instance, I have a pretty good pick with an overall appearance that's pretty good. So I can see this, the overall appearance is high because the bar is pretty big. And also the skill is 69, so that's pretty good. So let's take a look at this appearance. So here we see that this pick is pretty much amazing, except for that first belly. The left belly is not so good. So this means that the pick is more likely to fall on one belly versus the other. So let's take a look at another pick just here. I also see the same belly is performing pretty badly. This is also a similar quality pick, 65 and 69. So these are actually two picks that would be very good to pair up, because if they fall on their belly, they're more likely to fall on the same belly. And if they fall on the same belly, we do not get a pick out. We only get a pick out if they fall on separate bellies. So those would be two very good candidates to put together. Other than that, you just want to, for the biggest chance of winning the game, you just basically want good picks. Now, why would we bring more than two picks to the battle? So imagine we have like two very good pairs here, but look at these picks, they don't have the very best ears and noses. So imagine you're in a situation where you have to be super aggressive. Maybe you want to switch it up. Maybe you want to have picks with really good noses and ears, so you could then focus on particular picks that have high values on the nose and ear to be more aggressive and try to really get those big scores, even though they may not be quite as good. The next thing to consider is that if you use several picks within a game, when you win, you get experience, and it depends on how often the pick was used, how much experience it gets. Vice versa, when you lose a game and you may lose a pick, it depends on how much the pick was used, how likely it is to run away. So for instance, if you wanted to upgrade a certain pick and especially not use it, you could only start to use it in your game when you are certain that you're going to win. In general, it doesn't hurt to bring more picks to the battle, but make a very clear decision which one you will choose when you actually toss. Okay, so now let's talk about the other attributes. So the most important, of course, is your experience. The more experience you have, the more points you will throw. So the throw actually depends not only on the level, but on the experience. So when you have pigs with higher experience within your level, you also get a higher score. However, more experience also means more value. So when you lose these pigs, it's also going to be more hurtful. So take that into account. Now, the other thing is health and loyalty. So when you lose a game, it is possible that your pigs are running away. This means your opponent gets them, or that they die. So the loyalty basically just means that they're less likely to run away. And the health means that they're less likely to die if they have good health. Overall, the loyalty is much more important than the health to you, because running away is on average a 30% chance versus dying is on average only a 5% chance. And then all these attributes together are put together in the skill. So higher skill is just the first thing to look at, and then you can look at the finer details to actually make the decision which one to bring. All right, so that's it for the attributes and how to select your pigs. I hope this video was useful. Stay tuned, like and subscribe if you want to get more videos like this, and also let us know in the comments what sort of content you would like.